So I do have a Switch. Do you have a Switch? uh, okay. Nice. So we start immediately in trouble. I think I need to make 2 blocks and have that spark. The bat's gonna get rid of the upper block. Almost made it. Oh, what I need to do is get rid of that when it's going upwards. There we go. And kind of like trick the sparks into going another direction. Or jump them as needed. This is going to be a nightmare to get through. Alrighty. All of these enemies are going to be destroying my ways of staying alive and getting rid of those blocks. Nope. Made that too close. If I was, no, I don't think there's any way for me to permanently wall off the sparks. No, get the key. Don't. Yeah, I knew I was gonna fall on that. So if I move fast, I should be able to build a set of stairs. Oh, I was not able to get those to divert. I accidentally, it's up to jump in this game, so I have to be very careful about my diagonal inputs. Oh, got rid of that a little too early. Oh, that didn't quite work out right. More accidental jumping. I'm gonna be... Okay, at least I got some of the sparks out of the way. Nope, I should have jumped. I don't have to get in the corner now, I still have the key, but... I only have one shot to get in there. I created that block way too early. Seems to be a good rhythm here. Alright, that was a little close. This is bad. Alright, we've made it. Can spend the last little seconds looking for hidden things. I don't think there's going to be thing hidden in here. The bell I didn't get. Those are just for racking up extra lives, which I'm probably not going to be able to do. Spark comes rocketing at me super fast. Oop, that's the problem. Oh, that is extremely fast. Better to... Oh, no, there's like no way I can get through that. Welcome on in, Iron Ghost. Hope your weekend's treating you well. Now on room 40. This is accomplishing not much at the moment. Is all of these turrets and enemies are going to destroy any blocks that I create. Can do that. I've got one block. Gotten over here. Can fall down and get the key and then die, probably. Create a little hidey hole here. Oh, I couldn't quite fall faster than that fireball. I'm suspicious of that enemy, like there might be a reason to defeat it. I've created a problem for myself because I can't get down through that spawner. I'm gonna have to fall down and then create another stairway up, I think. I need to wait for that spark to go by so I'm not dodging everything all at once. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but should have been able to get through there without dying. Oh yeah, I can almost guarantee that I missed something in that room, probably on that enemy. It's changed constellation signs here. Man, I can't get out of danger here. What if I run immediately to the side? Oh, I probably wanted that potion, which will destroy all enemies on the screen. At least all the skull enemies. Nope, those enemies immediately spawned. But last time they didn't immediately spawn like that. Like, what's the difference? Okay. I've got a safe spot. Maybe I need to divert these. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna speed up my life timer. That was a whole lot of points. Okay, now the enemies are both spinning outward. I have to grab the key and then quickly make it up one of the sides. Not like that. Well, at least the door's open now. Not sure how I'm supposed to get through those with them spawning constantly. Alright. Where is the key? Everything's hidden. And I have to go through all over the place. Nope, didn't want to do that. Let's take a moment to pause and look at this map. So it's kind of hard to see through all these blocks, but basically the areas that have more yellow blocks are the ways that I need to go through because they're gonna be the ways that I can get back up. So like at the very end, I'm gonna have to go into the upper right corner to make it to the upper left corner. And I need to break those, like these two blocks underneath these flames to make it through at some point. I also need to find where the key is. It's probably underneath one of these blocks. Okay, this lets me get up here. Because there's a gem there, I can't actually get that flame to drop. Oh, maybe it can. Yeah, it should be able to. Okay, here's a major problem now. I do have unlimited continues, but every time I continue from this point forward, it's gonna send me back to this room, room 41. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of this room as I run into everything. Oh, just barely made that. Okay, those are going to send those down and around. Whoops, not paying attention to what I'm doing. Is he thinking about blocks? Not thinking about the enemies that I should have been dodging. The jumps are a little bit floaty, like there's a delay before you start to jump up. Should be just doing that. It's way easier. Just send them back, spinning a different direction. Now the second part of the equation. Haven't quite solved that one yet. Need to go either to the left or to the right. I could send these enemies off to the left. See if that changes the pattern down there at all. Is the left side any safer than the right side? That leaves a bit of room on the right for something to happen, I think. And then I can just clear that to make room. Okay, it's not so bad. I'll have to remember that. Hopefully remember that for the many times I'm going to be ending up in that room. Okay, room 42. Take another look at this. So I did kind of have the right idea about creating a hole and then clearing out those fires. But I'm not sure. I'd have to go all the way down into the lower left in order to get rid of the upper left fire, I think. Like that. Oops, that was close. Also have to someday find where the key is. How do we get down there? I think I have to go all the way down and then... I can get up. I don't quite understand yet how I'm supposed to get down to the bottom floor without trapping myself, because then I have to get back up and get past the flames that are now going to be on the ground floor. Like this flame right to the right of me. And then, like once that drops down there, I don't see how I'm supposed to get to the lower left. I could go back up and around the left of the ghost, but I don't see how I'm supposed to get that flame on the left to drop. Pausing because I'm going to be running out of time while I think. I can make the flames shrink a little bit if I attack them, but it's still gonna be in a one block hallway down there with that monster. And I don't see... Like, even if without that monster, I don't see how I'm supposed to get down and to the left. Because the flame's going to be in the way. I could go back. No, I can't go back up now. But going all the way up to the upper right and then dropping down, that's probably the right way to go. Because that's a way that I can both go down and back up. It's a little more dangerous because how am I supposed to avoid that enemy? Gonna be gunning for me. And I can't go up now anymore. Unless I go up this way? This works. Also going to be running out of time. So, along with trying to find wherever the key is, I need to find a... There's a time block. That's not going to help me when I fall into fire. I am going to make a note of that now. I need to start making notes. So there's a timer, blue timer. Below the lower left fire. That helps out quite a bit. That does not help. Not timing getting rid of that block correctly. So if I leave this kind of a ceiling, that might be good too. It's probably way more risky than it needed to be. Okay, suddenly that room is easy. Take another careful look at room 42. I think I had the right idea by clearing that upper right fire. Get that lowered. And then I need to head back up to the upper right to find my way down to get to the upper left. But not yet quite figured out the right way to avoid the monster down there. Oh, thank you, Hungry, for the anniversary, affiliate anniversary. Game's going okay-ish. I've now reached kind of a tipping point for the game. I'm on room 42, trying to figure out my pathway through here. Curious if you've ever given this game a shot before or not. I also need to try to figure out where the key is for the door. Still haven't figured that out. Why is there that blue flame there when I can just go up and around? I probably should be checking all of... Oh no, I can't go up this way. Didn't think that through fully. Could sure use a fireball, but I don't think I'm gonna get one. Can sneak back up here. And then hop down and then I'll be right in front of the monster. At least it's relatively slow. Okay, just enough time to make it up there. How certain am I that I cannot get back up that way? Okay, that has laid the groundwork. Still haven't figured out where the key is. It's gonna start making blocks and disappearing blocks. Probably need to go get that hourglass now. Could be in one of the blocks up above. How do I get back up? I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Might be able to drop this flyer, climb up this way. That works out great, with the downside being I don't know where the key is. I don't think I wanted to fall down here. I can still get up through here though. Still not finding a key. Got plenty of time, but making sure nothing's gonna pop out of this. Oh, there we go. There's the key. Upper right. Is there gonna be any other goodies in here? Nothing. Okay. Oh. Wasn't too bad. I'm gonna make a note of that so I remember in the future. Oops. He is in the upper right. Room 43. Okay, we've got another key we gotta find. It's probably... could be in that bottom left block. These dragon enemies are the worst. They relentlessly hunt me down and destroy my platforms. Oh, that's gonna make it fall right on top of me. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Nope. Alright, well, that was several quick deaths there. Now I'm back to room 41. Gonna have to do another... I've already messed this up. There they go. I need to... spend more time on that one screen, thinking through... I'm gonna get through that. Oh, forgot I didn't want to make a block there. And I got in the rhythm. Nope, didn't mean to jump there. That's the one I want to get rid of. And gotta find my way back all the way down and around this level. Yeah, if I don't time the attack right at the right time, then I don't get rid of the block on the way down. Probably a smarter way to handle that. Anything good there? No? Cut that a little close. Okay, groundwork is laid. And I need to... get rid of this. Is that right? I've already forgotten what I did last time. I can't go up this way. No, I need to go up the left path from the left flame to get up there. I think I've just pulled myself off. Why was I worried about this flame? I don't think I have to worry about that. Pretty sure there's no way for me to get through this gap. Nope. Slow and steady. Back to room 42. So other than this ghost, threats in this room aren't too bad. Monster down there is pretty slow. Why did I go this way? No reason to. I dropped the fire, I don't know why. I can fall down here. Alright, that was really cutting it close. I should have gone 2 trips to destroy some of the blocks beforehand. Like a single missed jump and I would have knocked my head on the ceiling and would probably not have survived that. Okay, I need to go up where the flame is, lower left. Been cutting that a little too close. Oh, he does notice me. I didn't think he would care, but when I'm too close, he turns around. Okay, lesson learned. Wait for him to go forward a little bit, and then I can bust up some rocks. Okay, pretty smooth getting through there. Not sure why some of the flames are blue and some of them are red. Doesn't seem to be any difference. Fire is fire. Plenty of time to pick up the hourglass and build a stairway up. Nope. Remember not to panic and hit the A button thinking it's gonna jump. Okay, back to room 43, and I'm gonna pause and think here for a little while. Because I need to find a way to build a platform that's not gonna get demolished by the ghosts and the monsters that spawn out of that thing. Ghosts are in a very inconvenient spot. Guess I would need to maybe ward them off with fireballs. And the only way for me to really get up is on the far left-hand side, so I do need to go over there. That's the only place with room enough for me to build a stairway. Then how am I going to combat any of the falling monsters? I think I would need to make some like blocks underneath, like where the kind of the row of single blocks are in the middle of the floor for them to fall in, because they wouldn't be able to bust through the floor. Then how am I going to get through those ghosts without anything to get rid of them? Okay, so I'm at least safe here. I can build my own path across those blocks while pushing the ghosts away. I have zero interest in picking up that bell. It's not going to help me at all. It's going to be really dicey though with the ghosts coming through and the dragons. Can at least make a platform there that they're not gonna wreck me on. If I could get these ghosts to line up, that would be great. The way they bounce and then create different patterns. I don't know if this is gonna be, but I didn't time that very well. The way they bounce back and forth, if I could get them to be on the same schedule, then that would be great. No, I don't want that. don't think I'm ever going to be able to get them to line up fully, though. Maybe if I... No, that's not smart. That was incredibly unwise. But I could sneak up there and just... Gotta make sure I land on that potion. Oh, thankfully they didn't drop skulls on my head there as I messed up the spacing on getting rid of that block. Just the benefit of forcing me back to this floor as I get better and better at these rooms as I repeat them. Yeah, there's probably... I should be maybe putting a block behind me. Give the ghost more time. Like that. So trying to force the issue with the timing just right. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's bad. Alright, barely made it. Like, one ceiling head bonk, I can still make it. Alright, now to go down to where the blue flame is. And then to go up where that blue flame is. Okay, safely made it back up here. Glad there's nothing coming out of those spawners. Can't imagine what enemies they would put up here that would... I'd have to deal with. Alright, quickly make a path on the left up. Alright, and then now, what's my strategy? I need to fill out the floor here while avoiding the ghosts. How am I going to get through the ghosts and the dragons? I think once I get to where the gray ocean is, I should be able to jump over the ghosts. But the dragons are gonna keep on spawning and falling right around me. I can get to the far right. I can at least get a safe spot over there. Practice jumping over ghosts. At least gives me a little more time to react. Oh, I landed on the tail end of the ghost. If I can get part of the bridge built to the right, then that will speed things up. The other thing I gotta worry. Ooh, oop, 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 oop. I gotta remember not to build the bridge there. Like, habit now. All these. Blocks that I have been learning to make paths throughout the entire game are now things I shouldn't be doing. At least choosing a better time to do them. There's also, oops, don't want to do that. There's always a possibility that there are fireball scrolls I could be picking up that are hidden behind blocks or hidden somewhere on the map. Those would certainly make getting through those ghosts easier because those ghosts don't respawn. Not sure that any of that is strictly necessary. It will help me out later. Danger here is that once this becomes more and more automatic getting through this floor, I might rush and forget a step somewhere. Also, still haven't quite figured out why sometimes I can fall through and get to the other side, and sometimes I cannot. Alright, left side immediately, make a staircase. Alright. Play hopscotch with ghosts. Not draw the ire of the dragons. How do I... How am I supposed to get through there? I actually don't know because the dragons come so quickly, I cannot seem to build a bridge fast enough. Do I have to keep falling down? That's like extremely dangerous down there. Getting the ghosts in the same pattern might help, but I don't know how I got those so close that one time. It's a little better. Gives me more time. Wasn't gonna make it there. Oh, I could have shoved the ghost back there, maybe. Back to the right. I created a brick sooner. That was not smart.